Once again, streaming live on Twitch for a bit of follow-up achievement hunting. I actually started by trying to get the bartering farm working again, restocked the carved pumpkins, and headed up to the AFK spot for a few minutes. I then transferred to the gold farm AFK spot to generate a little bit of gold for use in the bartering farm. Once back in the farm, there were plenty of pumpkin piglins ready to trade, although they weren't really behaving and wouldn't separate to the sides all the way, but the farm should be fine to use. So I got the shulker boxes set up in the system before throwing down a stack of gold bars to test out the farm. It went fine as far as the piglins throwing stuff at me goes, but when I tried to load a shulker, they took a swing at me, and I realised I hadn't quite followed the tutorial correctly. So I took the goodies they gave me and I scurried on home. Now the main reason for doing all this first was that I wanted to get the advancement for filling up a respawn anchor, and I needed the crying obsidian from the piglins to build one. With a new respawn anchor crafted, I popped back to the nether to set it up and get the not quite 9 lives advancement. With advancements in mind, I tried out a trick to get the bullseye one by putting a trapdoor on top of a target block and firing some arrows at the bullseye from up close, but on top of the trapdoor. Then, when standing far enough away, I hit the target block, flipping up the trapdoor and hitting the bullseye from 30 blocks away. Technically. Next, I grabbed a crossbow and fired it for the first time, getting me old Betsy. I then wanted to kill a pillager with a crossbow, but I haven't found any outposts yet, so I found one using chunk base and made use of the nether roof to place a portal to take me there in seconds. I could then easily kill one of the locals with a crossbow, for who's the pillager now? Next. Since last week I built a tower to the build limit, I figure it would be easy to get the caves and cliffs advancement by simply digging a hole down to bedrock next to the tower. Of course, I decided to do things the hard way, and instead of just having some water at the bottom, I decided to try and do the MLG bucket technique of placing the water down as I fall just before I hit the ground, which took a few tries. On the 9th try though, I successfully got the timing just right and survived a fall from the top of the world all the way to the bottom, getting me the caves and cliffs advancement. I grabbed the spare elytra and rockets that I left down in the hole and returned to the surface of the world before finishing up for the day.